So let's start with the Vintage Artistry Everywhere line. I did show you some of the embellishments in the last video, but now we have the papers in. So now we've got the entire lines. So they have these great papers. I have so much to show you that I really can't go through, like empty them from the package, but they're awesome. And then the foundation pack to go with it. So you get your solid color. Well, they're not solid colors. They're colors, but they've also got some text and mixed media, splash marks and things on them. There's one of them a little bit closer up. Then they've got their page kit. So this is still for the Everywhere line. The Ultimate Page Kit, these are great when you're doing layers. So you get your papers, your chipboards, everything that you need in there. Then we have these laser cuts, and if you have not used 49th and Market laser cuts, they are super detailed and they're super easy to punch out. So you get a couple sheets on there. There's all the designs, but this is more the actual realistic size. And look at even on the postage stamps, yeah, it's got the little holes cut out there already. The windows, you got these fine details, so these are awesome, and it's actually 2 sheets per pack. There's flowers that match. If you're into the embellishments, we have chipboard titles, so all of these words. We have some they're wishing bubbles and baubles. They're film strips, which is a little bit different for this line. They're huge. This gives you an idea more of what all you get. So some are solid, some are the right size to frame large pictures, some are just embellishments, or you can put smaller pictures in them. The chipboard pieces. There's all the little designs that you get. We have rub-ons. I think I showed you that the other day when they first came in. All their ephemera bits. Like this is a huge package of stuff. Do they tell us? 146 die cuts. This is awesome when you're doing a whole album or a mini album. Lots and lots of stuff in there. These are something new. They're spiral notebooks. So I think we need to take a look inside of there to see what those are actually like. So you get 2 notebooks. One is a smaller one. I'd say this is about a 4x6 size maybe. So this is ready to decorate, embellish, but it gives you some nice foundation pages. It's all spiral bound. This one's a little bit bigger. I'd say probably, I don't know, 6x8 roughly. So you can fit lots of photos in there. Good for junk journaling even, bases for junk journaling, mini albums, and don't forget to use packaging. Look at this piece in the package of the packaging. I would totally use that. At 49th and Market, I use everything because they even decorate their packs nice. And now we have in the Everywhere Cluster Kit. So this gives you all of the embellishments that you need, and they show you different ways that you can layer them up. You don't have to, but you can follow their directions. We have the washi tape. So you get a few rolls of that, different sizes and widths. I believe I showed you the washi tape stickers in the last video, and the fabric tape. And there's 6x8 collection pack. So let's take a peek inside this collection pack. This is 6x8. So if you're doing one of the 49th and Market albums that are 6x8, this is like, it's already the right size, so you don't even have to trim them down if you're doing the whole page, right? So let's do a quick, so even on the back of the cover sheet, it's got papers that you can use. Looks like 2 or 3 of each maybe. 1, 2, yeah, 3 of each design. And then of course the backs are pretty useful as well. I'm just going to randomly skip some because it's, I have so much to show you today. We got in huge boxes of stuff. So one thing I should point out on these 6x8 papers, and 49th and Market seems to be doing this with all of their current lines. So if you are doing a album that is portrait, or if you're doing a album that is landscape, their paper pads work for both. So oftentimes, like this one, the front would go for a landscape album and the back would go for a portrait album. So whichever one you're using, you can make good use of all of their papers. I mean, whichever one you're creating. They've really thought this out and they do a great job of this. I just love all this mixed media text and splashes. This makes such quick backgrounds. The backs of these make, you know, any leftover pieces, use them for accents or photo mats. They have a couple sheets in here. You can use the full sheet, or you can cut these out, use them to embellish. And their back cover piece can also be used as a photo mat. So that is the 6x8 for the vintage artistry everywhere. So basically their travel line. No matter where you've traveled, this line will work for scrapbooking those pictures. So our next line I wanted to show you is still from 49th and Market. This is their color swatch toast. So kind of in the brown shades. So this is their pack that's got all of the 12x12 papers in it. And then we also have individual papers, so you can see them a little bit better. I've still got them in the wrapper, so they're a little shiny and reflecting, but beautiful florals on there. And then the back side, another one with some yellow florals on there. And the back side of that. And there's another one just to show you a few of their papers. And then they've got laser cuts. Again, super fine detailed. Really, really tiny, fine details in these laser cuts, and so easy to punch out. The rub-ons that always come with a rub-on tool. So this one, you get a few sheets of it. The frames, the acetate leaves, absolutely love those. So these are die cut. Do they show you what you get? Yeah. So you get a few butterflies and a whole bunch of the leaves. Lots of them in there. 70 mix and match pieces. So they're all acetate and they're very finely die cut. So that's nice too. The envelope bits and the tags that go in them. The film strips, we have these in a lot of colors. Like they offer these in a lot of colors, and the film strips are awesome. So you get all these different image or size of them in there. And the postage stamps, the ticket essentials they call them, and they're actually perforated, so that's cool. And then the mini collection pack, so the 6x8. So these are great for cards or again, mini albums, because I'm really into mini albums lately. So there's some of their papers. And again, you're getting 3 of each image. Hopefully it's all fitting in the screen there. They're absolutely beautiful papers. I like that one. Yeah, nice. This is very cool with a circle already in there. Some background pieces. Oh, look at that. Nice flowers. I almost feel like I'm showing you the back sides first instead of the fronts. But yeah, you get the idea. Beautiful papers. So that is their color swatch toast. And you know that the other color swatch color that they've released is their Inkwell. So here is their color swatch Inkwell. So this is their blue ones in the 12x12 paper pack. And then we have also the individual papers. Again, I've got them in the plastic wrap, so there's some glare there, but they're beautiful. This reminds me of denim. Flowers and butterflies. Lighter ones on the back. This one I absolutely love. So those of you that like doing the Lavinia stamps, picture this on the front of a card, just this little portion. Doesn't that look like little fairy flowers? And your Lavinia stamped there. Perfect card, quick made right there. And this also comes with the acetate leaves, absolutely beautiful. The laser cuts, oh, I'm going through this so fast, but really you gotta come in and check them out, they're beautiful. The frames, the tickets, the rub-ons, the film strips, the pockets, and the collection pack. We need to do a quick run through of that collection pack. Let's see it. Because it's totally different than the brown one. It's not like they're just releasing the same papers but in different colors. They're actually different papers. Really pretty. Oh, look at the back. That's really nice too. This just looks like a little ready for a Lavinia stamp there to me. Yeah, beautiful. So that's a quick look through of the inkwell. And then we're gonna go on to different brands here because we got a lot of brands in. So next I'll show you this Ciao Bella brand, their line Blooming. So this is a 12 by 12 pack and you get a lot of papers, including some tags and sentiments in there. Beautiful papers. You gotta come in and check them out because their kind of packages don't open that well, like they won't reseal for me. So there's this 12 by 12 pack and there's this one. They're slightly different designs, but all coordinate and beautiful. They have rice papers, and wait till you see this next one. I think that's absolutely stunning. I can totally see that one on an art journal page. And then an 8 by 8 pad with papers in it as well. Really pretty and very spring looking. So there's that, and we have, for those of you that may have little ones in your life to scrapbook, this is called My Tiny World, and it's got the 8 by 8 pack. Really cute and nice colors for boys or girls, or if you don't know which it is and you want to get scrapbooking ahead of time, this works for that too. The 12 by 12 paper pack, and they've actually have two different 12 by 12 paper packs, both called My Tiny World. Really cute papers on those. And then we are back to, or we're on to Stamperia. Oh, this is pretty. So this is the Welcome Home. Those of you that follow this Vicky, I don't know how to pronounce her last name properly. She comes from Greek and she has this amazing accent. She does a lot of videos on YouTube, so she'll show you how to use these. She does a lot of card making and art journaling, but these are just beautiful and spring, lots of spring colors. That'll give you an idea of all the papers that are in there. And then we have some of the 12 by 12 individual papers as well. There are rice papers that go with this line. Oh, should show you the front at least. Some nice spring florals. There's that bicycle image coming out, and these clocks. Lots of rub-ons, butterflies, and they're coming out with some of these mixed media text ones too. Lots of flowers. This goes with the other line coming up, and butterflies. Wood pieces. 8 by 8 scrapbook pad. There's some stamps that go with it. This is a nice mixed media stamp, but some nice card making stamps or art journaling, nice tea set. And remember, our stamps are all on sale, 25% off this week. So that even includes the brand new ones coming in. So you might want to snag those fast. Here's another stamp set. Ooh, I might need that one. Look at all these clocks. Love it. There's embellishments to go with that. So there's chipboard embellishments. Lots in there. There's cardstock embellishments. Some more cardstock embellishments. There is wood pieces that are already, colored, designed. Then there are their chipboard pieces that you can spray or color or ink or just leave them as they are. This is kind of cool with the clocks and then the separate clock hands that you can build up on there, and some nice titles. And they also have some stencils to go with. So this one, that's easier to see. It's like stones and brick. And then this one is some nice borders. And look at the crooked edges so that you can use that as an edge for a stencil as well. And we have another. So here is the next line from Stamperia. Blue Dreams, kind of a Mediterranean and seaside. It's got lots of neat papers in there. That's their 12 by 12 pad. I think we have a smaller pad too. Yeah, we got the 8 by 8 pad. We got some loose papers. That's very Mediterranean looking. At the front side, you got all your nice seashells. So any kind of beach that you've been to. The 6 by 6 kind of card fronts. Yeah, just, oh, beautiful wood. Doesn't that remind you of our East Coast in Canada, Newfoundland? Not that I've been there, but I picture that's what it looks like. There's some rice papers to go with that. Maybe I'm going too fast. I have just so much to show you, and it's so beautiful. We have the rub-ons to go with that. And cardstock die cuts, chipboard die cuts. Okay, and then we have 12 by 12 pad called Honeybee. We have it also in the 6x8. We've got, oh, some nice stencils here. So these are stencils from Ciao Bella. This one is called the Damask Detail. Very cool. Arabesque. Pretty floral one called the Flourish Pattern. And then this last one from them, it's called Secret Garden, and I think this would go beautiful with the Magic Forest that's coming up to show you. I think that one might be my all-time favorite line. This kind of goes with the beach line too. This is from the Simon Hurley. It's got your mermaid tails, the stencil and the mask, and the scales to go for your mermaid tails. It's got some seahorses, all sorts of ocean stuff. And speaking of stencils, we have these back in stock. We used these in our last art journal class. So those of you that wanted that, we've got it back in. And this ever popular dragonfly. And this, I need something white to show you because it's black. These are die cuts from Southern Ridge, so some nice tropical flowers. We have tropical leaves. We have seahorse, so lots of beachy things for the summer. Some nice words, create, explore, and relax. There's some whiskey and the tequila and the vodka jars. Those have been really popular, actually, for your scrapbook layouts, I guess. And here's a stamp set, what's it called? Wonderful in Every Way. And here they're showing you what it looks like colored up. There's the flowers with some really nice sentiments. Always here for you. You're wonderful in every way. You're in my thoughts today and holding you in my heart. Beautiful sentiments. And we have some kind of steampunk gear flourishes. Those are very cool, and that would go with the Magic Forest as well. If you're into colors, we have the new Dina Wakley colors, which are super bright. These almost look fluorescent, but lots of bright colors if you're into that. And of course, we have all her regular colors as well. These little brushes, blending brushes, are pretty cool. I like the box and that you can see through them is neat. So these are great for going through stencils. They actually come in two different sizes. This is the smallest size. They have some that are just a little bit bigger. And it's got this nice, very soft brush tip. So great for blending. I think especially for stencils, but really nice for any kind of blending. We have, some of you have been looking for the Tim Holtz pick, retractable craft pick, or a paper piercer, or a pokey tool as some of us call it. We've got those back in stock, and then some beautiful gems. These Pink Fresh have neat packaging because it's just like a Ziploc, but it's very sturdy, so you can just save these. That's a good way to keep them organized in your room, in your craft room. So there's multiple colors in a pack, and when you see the silver in here, it's not really silver, that's the back side. So it's really more of, these are a pink and a coral and an orange and a yellow, purple, all kind of combined in there. Pink and green, blue and green, some gold ones, some red and gold. So that's really cool. And okay, here we come to the best part of all.